Hey, what is up, guys? So last week I did a one-part tutorial on the 2x2, which pretty much covered the entire solve on one long video. But in this video, this will be a two-part video, which will go more in depth on all the steps. If you did not understand the one-part video, you can use this video to pretty much understand each step more than you did before. So I'm going to scramble the 2x2 and we can get started. Alright, so I scrambled it and we can now begin. So you're going to pick a color to solve. You're going to look at all the colors, and I usually pick white because, you know, everybody picks white. And that's the one I learned, so I recommend you pick white for this just to go along with the video. So you're going to look for a side that has white. You know, it doesn't matter if it's two whites or the one white, it's pretty much the same thing because they're out of order. But I'm just gonna pick the one with one white for now, and I'm gonna base off these three based on this one white. Alright, so this white is green and red, so you're gonna look for a white that has red or green. This white has green on it, right? And you're pretty much going to need the whites to be on the second layer to be able to place them up here correctly. So we're actually on our first example of the white location. The white will be on the first layer, like on the top layer where you're solving, not on the second one. And when this happens, you're pretty much just going to do this. Now, a couple things that I need to explain are the algorithms, but I will explain later, and also the rotation, and so how do I explain this? So it's pretty much the range of motion. Pretty much if you see white on the first layer, here's what you're gonna do. Now the range of motion is the current face that you are turning. So if I'm turning this is my range of motion, this whole right side, right? The left side is not my range of motion, it's just the whole right side. Now, same goes with any other ones, that's the range of motion. Now, if it's on the first layer up here, this is how you're going to get it down to the second layer, right? You're going to move it down, okay? Move it down, and then down here you're gonna keep it in the range of motion. So this is currently the range of motion, right? You're just gonna move it this way so that it stays in the current range of motion, because if you move it this way, it no longer is in the range of motion, right? That makes sense. So just gonna move it here so that when you push it up, it'll be on the second layer and it's ready to be placed, right? Pretty much from here, now what you do is you're gonna look at it, make sure it's going on the right place. Once you see the two colors diagonal like this, so the two greens are diagonal, and that means it's ready to be placed, right? You're gonna look at the white. This is our white, ignore the top one. You're gonna look at the white that you're trying to place up here, and if it's on the right side, so there's the right face, this is the left. If it's on the right, you're gonna move it left, bring down the right, and then move it back, right? That'll pretty much place it. I'll do that again. You're gonna move, so if it's on the right, you're gonna move it left, bring down the right, and then move it back, right? Do it one more time. So, just gonna show you. Moved it left, right? And now this slot is pulled down, so it's available. Now when I pull this back, it'll be put on the slot, and then you can push it up, right? Two whites and two greens are connected, and now you're ready to solve the other two. So the other two whites are pretty much the same thing. You're gonna look for the two remaining whites, figure out where they go. The white with the orange will go here, since this is orange, and the white with the red will go here, since this is red. So So you find a white. This is orange and blue. So the orange is over here, right? Make sure it's diagonal. Same thing. You're gonna look at it, and if it's on the right, you're gonna push it left, bring down the right, and then move it back to the slot. Push it up, right? Simple. Now with the remaining white, it's pretty much the same idea. Now this time it's upside down, so the white is facing down. And how you do this is pretty much the opposite of the other way. You did the one up here, but just look right now. You're gonna place the white underneath where it's supposed to go. So it's supposed to go here, right? So this wouldn't work because there's already a white there. Put it underneath where it's supposed to go. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna move it down and then move it out of the range of motion, right? So this is gonna travel down, move it out of the range of motion, because you need to put this one back, right? Okay, so that will move this to the second layer. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. It's pretty much the opposite of the other thing where you moved it down and kept it in the range of motion. This is move it down and move it away from the range of motion. So same thing, it's below the empty space where it's supposed to go. Move it down and then move it away from the range of motion. This is the current range of motion, right? And it's over here. So you're pretty much just gonna move it away from the range of motion so that when you move it up, this can go back up and this will stay on the second layer. Now you put it regularly. Look at it, it's on the left side. Move it right, bring down the left, move it back, push it up, right? Okay, I'm gonna do it the white one more time, just because I think I'm going a little too fast, but just so you get another reference. Okay, so pretty much mix it up randomly, and you're gonna just look for a white right here. This white is green and orange. You're gonna look for another white that has either green or orange. This one has green on it, and it's on the bottom side, so just gonna do what we did before. Find just a random empty slot, since none of these are really organized yet, but obviously this is organized. So move it under an empty slot, move it down, move it away from the range of motion, and then move it up, so you get in the habit. And then you'll see that the two are diagonal. Look at it on the left side, move it right, bring down the left, move it back, push it up, right? Two greens are together, two whites are together, and now you look for the other white. This white has red and blue. Red and blue is here. Oh wait, no, actually red is here. So you're gonna move it here next to the red. Okay, now this time it's a whole other example because the two reds are not diagonal. The red is actually facing down. So literally simply what you can do is just push it up, and that'll pretty much put it how it's supposed to go. So if you find this, you can literally just push it up and it'll place it where it's supposed to go. That's on some rare occasions, but you know, you can play around with that. The same thing you can do is just, you know, it's on the right side, so move it left, bring down the right, and then move it back and push it up. It's the same thing, but you can just move it, push it up. Now for the remaining white, same thing. Put it underneath the empty slot. It's on the right side, move it left, bring down the right, push it back, and push it up. Alright, so that covers the first layer. Now we're gonna solve the second layer. So pretty much, if you want to see the algorithms on your screen, please turn on closed captioning, as they will be available from here on. I will only cover one algorithm in this video, so you won't be missing out too much, and I will also put it right here so you can see it, but you know, just to help you turn on closed captioning. and it'll pop up right there. Okay, so pretty much this is the first step to solving the second layer. You're gonna put the white upside down so that the second layer is now on top, and this is what you're gonna do. So placing a corner is pretty much putting a square in between the two right colors, right? So if I pick a random square like this one, it's green, red, and yellow. Placing it correctly would be in between here, in between the green and red. So it's green, red, and yellow, between the green and red, because the opposite of white is yellow. So the yellow will be the top layer. That doesn't really count. You're looking for the two other colors that are already solved on the first layer. So if I pick this one, it's orange and blue. It's already in there, right? It's in between the blue and the orange. Pick this one, it's green and orange. So placing it correctly would be right here in between the green and orange. And then for the remaining one is blue and red, right there between the blue and the red. Okay, you're gonna place one of them in between the two colors. So just find a random one, pick a random one. For this example, red and green, put it in between the two colors, red and green, right? And now you're ready to start this algorithm, right? So I should go over what each letter means. I'm gonna go over it really quick. L means left, right? So this is the left. U means up, R means right, and then F means front. Pretty much that's all you're gonna need. It's kind of self-explanatory. L, left, R, right, U, up, F, front, right? Self-explanatory. You should know those rotations though. But I'll go over it again. L, R, U for up, and then F for the front. So this is the whole front rotation. If there's a little symbol here, it means prime. Prime means counterclockwise. So if you see like L, you will move L, so left, clockwise. So L would be this way, right? Because it's clockwise. If you see L prime, it's counterclockwise. So like that. If you see U, it's U, so it's up clockwise. If it's U prime, it's U clockwise, counterclockwise, I mean. And then F would be front clockwise, so this way. Counterclockwise is this way, right? Think of it as a clock, where it goes, you know. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, self-explanatory. So I'll just show you guys slowly how this algorithm goes. So before starting this algorithm, make sure you're facing it correctly. So make sure that the corner that you placed in between the two colors is facing your right. So this one is the one I placed and it's on my right. Now you can start this algorithm. So it goes L prime, so it's the left side counterclockwise, so L prime, U, so up, R, so right, U prime, so U counterclockwise, L, then U again, and then R counterclockwise, then U counterclockwise. What that does is it places the other corners correctly, but this will not always happen. So pretty much look to the corner right next to it. This one is placed correctly, right? So look at the other two. The other two are green and orange. This is not placed correctly. These two need to be swapped. This is pretty much a parity. It's a thing that violates the 3x3 way of solving it. And pretty much this parity, how you solve this parity is with another algorithm. Pretty much you're gonna do this algorithm facing the two correct ones. So the two correct ones should be facing you for you to be able to pretty much orient these two correctly. Okay, now I will pretty much do these other two ways in another video. So the second part to this video will be covering every step after this on how to solve it, so including these two algorithms. So I hope this helped you out. I will do a quick 1 minute solve up to this point, just so you guys can get another overview. So how we started was solve the white side. So blue and orange, find another blue or orange. Oranges are diagonal. It's on the left side, so move it right, bring down the left, move it back, push it up. This one is red and blue. This is green or blue. So we're gonna move the blue here. When this happens and they're not diagonal, you can just push it up, right? Now the last one would be, this is facing down, move it down, move it away from the range of motion, push it up. Now you're gonna bring it here. Make sure they're diagonal. Look at it. It's on the left side. Move it right. Bring it down. Move it back. Push it up. Now you solve the white. Move it down. You're going to pick a random square. It's already placed correctly, so I'm going to start doing this algorithm now. I'm going to do L prime U R U prime L U R prime U prime. Didn't solve it on the first time, so I'm going to do it again. And that you can see because this one next to it isn't solved yet. So it's L prime U R U prime L U R prime U prime. Now it solved it, and now these two need to be swapped. So now we can go on to the part 2 of this video.